10 years ago, I was 12 years old. I was a cheerleader and going into the 8th grade at St. Margaret Mary in Slidell, Louisiana, my home. But all of that changed on August 29th, 2005. Hurricane Katrina, the storm that destroyed my home, changed my life around. I evacuated along with my mother, grandmother, aunt, and 2 cousins to Cottonport, Louisiana. Moving to a new temporary home with nothing, we knew we had to make the best of it, even enroll in a new school for the time being. My family and I were grateful to start at St. Joseph's School in Plocheville, Louisiana. They accepted us and understood our situation and were always there when we needed help.
2005, I decided not to teach that particular time and decided to devote my volunteer time to the Red Cross. And I helped out in Mansur, and I got to experience the lives and the stories of those people who had left Plaquemine Parish. And most of them came in cars, but they only brought about 3 days of luggage, figuring that the hurricane would just pass and go. But they were there to stay, and they were well taken care of by the Red Cross, the Meal on Wheels, and Salvation Army. And so I had to help a lot with that. It was a real learning experience.
We weren't the only evacuees there either. Our 8th grade class was the biggest they've ever had, which to me meant that it was a lot easier to make friends knowing that it would be hard to keep in touch back home.
I was in the 8th grade when Katrina happened, and I remember we had a whole bunch of students come in from New Orleans, and it made our class the biggest class ever to be at St. Joe. So we were the first class to be divided into 2 different classes, and we had to use the library as a classroom.
I remember coming here. St. Joe was a nice place back then. I lost some friends, so I didn't get in touch with, but things happen.
So, 10 years after Katrina, I've come full circle from Slidell to central Louisiana, and not that far from our safe haven during the storm. My story is similar to many who endured the storm that struck on August 29th. Our families did whatever they could to find a temporary life until they could return. My family did eventually return to Slidell. I grew up and graduated from Southeastern in Hammond, and when I was ready to go to work, I found my first job here in Alexandria. Our past may be forever linked to that storm, but our future is in a stronger state with families who have truly learned about survival and optimism. Taylor Rubach, ABC 31 News reporting from my new home 10 years after Katrina.